Right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Georgetown Chevy for allowing me to review this beautiful Denali Ultimate. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the GMC Sierra 1500s, the safety features that you do get with the Denali Ultimate here, the engine specs on this, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing. All right, so in terms of the different models that you can get, first off, you can get two different drive types. So one will be the two-wheel drive or the four-wheel drive. And in terms of the different models that you can pick, this will be the Pro, SLE, Elevation, SLT, AT4, Denali, AT4X, and of course this one right here, which is the big boy, the Denali Ultimate. And for the safety features that do come with the Denali Ultimate here, this will be the enhanced automatic emergency braking. There's also the front pedestrian braking, the HD surround vision, front and rear park assist, following distance indicator, forward collision alert, trailer side blind zone alert, rear cross traffic braking, rear pedestrian alert, and the safety alert seat. Now in terms of what powers this bad boy here, the standard engine that this has and that does come with it is the 6.2 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine. You can also opt out for the 3 liter Duramax engine, but this one here produces 420 horsepower and 460 pound-foot of torque. And in terms of the towing, the way that this truck is built out, you can tow about 8,900 pounds. Okay, before I jump into the truck here, I just want to point out this beautiful color on this. This is called the Coastal Dune. It just looks so stunning on this truck with all of the accents. But let's start off in the front here. Now on your bumper area, you do have the body color bumper, of course. There's a ton of chrome that stretches across along with your chrome recovery hooks. There's also the LED fog lights on the corners and the front safety sensors. And you will notice on the sides here, you have this gloss black area with a vent, which is functional. And then you get into your grille area. I love how the grille is set up here. I love the designing first off, but if you look at the trimming here, this is not your typical chrome. This is the black chrome. Look how much nicer this looks. Even the GMC letters are different and this just looks very stunning. And in the front here, you do have a front facing camera with a washer, and even up here you have this nice trim. So again, all of this stands out and makes this thing look very good. And then you have these super nice looking lights. I love the C-shape design here, and then your typical lights in the center. If you look closely within the housing, you have GMC right here, and on the side here in the housing you have Sierra written with more chrome trimming. But yeah, the front end on these, I really dig it. All right, coming around to the side of the truck here, you have your nice Sierra look here. And let me show you up top, because this also has a power sunroof. And if you look around the windows, you have chrome trimming all around. So no black ugly plastic here or the rubber look. You have chrome all around. And then in the center here on the pillars, you have gloss black. Your door handles are also chrome. There's more chrome on the side mirror here with the typical black plastic. You got the lights here and side mirror cameras. And then on the fender here, you have more black chrome, gloss black here, the Ultimate 6.2 liter badging, and then it also says GMC right here. And if you look closely within the badging here behind the Ultimate, there is like this designing, and this is carried throughout the interior, even on the seats, the trim, everything, you'll notice that. And then on the doors on the front, you have the Denali letters, and this has the power side step. So when you do open up the door just like that, these do come out. When you do close the door, they sit up against the vehicle nice and flush. Also, one thing cool about the Denali Ultimates and their side steps here, the power side steps, is there's a little button here. So if I just hit it with my foot, as you can see, it extends all the way to the back. So it's so much easier to hop in and out. And then if I just do this again, it goes back in. How cool is that? And then you can't forget about these stunning wheels. These are your 22-inch wheels. I love the designing on this. You've got the granites going on, the chromes, everything just looks so good. And if I do take a step back, you can see how nicely this complements the Denali Ultimate. All right, now coming around to the Denali Ultimate here, you have your typical Sierra looks. This also has the multi-function tailgate, which I'm gonna touch on. So back here on your bumper, same thing, it's body color. You've got the side steps Built into the corners, your dual exhaust with the chrome tips. The center, you do have the hitch there and the safety sensors. And then if you look right below, you have your spare tire hidden away underneath. Up by the plate area, you do have all of your towing outlets. Now, as we move into the tailgate here, you have the same nice looking GMC letters in that nice color with the Denali letters here in chrome and the Sierra in chrome as well. Up by your tailgate button, so you have your typical tailgate button here and then the upper portion here. Also, here's the rear cameras. And then as for the rear taillights, these are also LED and these are pretty good as well. Even inside the housing on the side here, it says Sierra. So now let me show you what the multifunction tailgate looks like and how it pretty much operates. I'm going to open up the typical section, which you normally would have just like that. So nice and soft opening. So on here, you will notice this piece, which does have this little latch that pushes in, and you can lift it up just like that. So not only can you do that here, and then if you go ahead and close this, and underneath, if you press the upper button that I was showing you, this will drop down the center piece. So you get close to the bed. It's easier to access whatever you need to do or put whatever you need to put back here. Not only that, if I do this again, this becomes a step. Now, let me go ahead and close all of this and show you the whole thing in terms of like the top section. So here's what the top section was. So I just do that, it opens up. You have the top section that just opens up if you only want that. And same thing here, I can pop this bad boy up just like that. All right, now let's check out the tailgate itself. So let's go ahead and open up the tailgate. Back here, you do have the spray and bed liner, which I am a huge fan of, and I think every truck should have, or especially if you do get a truck, you should get it. And they have the massive GMC letters on the back there. There's also the hooks in all of the corners, and you have LED bed lighting on both of the sides, plus a 120 volt outlet. Now over on the rear glass, the centerpiece is power opening, which is nice. And then up top by your lighting area, you do have your digital rear view camera and then also a bed camera. All right, let's go ahead and enter inside of the GMC Denali Ultimate and see what we have. So you've got the nice black and brown interior, which looks pretty good. Down here, you have tons of room with a water bottle spot here. You've got chrome around your speaker, and even the grill here on the speaker is this aluminum trimming, which is unique. And then you move into this soft touch material in the center here. Not only that, you have the brown obviously, but then the white contrast stitching, the piping, even this stitching is pretty unique. The X pattern stitching, very, very cool. And like I was showing you on the badge on the exterior, the designing, so you have it here as well. And there's more brown trimming up here with the wood trimming that stretches across and the chrome trimming. There's another speaker up here, and this does have the Bose sound system. And all of the trims that I'm just showing you, so like the brown, the piping, the wood piece here, you're gonna notice this all throughout the interior. All right, let's check out the seats because these are stunning. So not only again, you have the brown obviously, you got the perforated bottom section, the back section, more of that beautiful designing engraved into the seats, the X pattern stitching, the piping, the contrast stitching, a ton of stuff back here. Plus this seat and the seat over there does come heated, and you also have a hidden compartment area within the seat back here. And then if you go ahead and pull down the centerpiece right here, this will have your cup holders. And also if you want to go ahead and lift up the seat, you can just like that. And then you have this section which you can place like more stuff, your groceries, gym bags, tools, whatever you want to put down here and tuck it away. Plus you have this massive area here. All right, I'm going to jump in here. Now this is a pickup truck obviously, and I really don't need to jump in, but I'm going to show you anyways the legroom and the headroom. All right, here's what the legroom looks like back here. Very, very generous amount of room, and I'm pretty sure this seat for the driver's side can be moved back even further, but still a ton of room back here for your legs and even your headroom. You have a ton of headroom. I'm wearing a hat. For reference, I am 5'11", and the reason why you have a ton of room is if you see this, you have this indent in the roof which goes up and giving you a ton more space here. And behind the driver and passenger seats, you do have plastic back here. I wish it was just soft touch material, but you do have more storage pockets here and on that side with more contrast stitching and more of that beautiful, beautiful designing. Another thing you'll notice on the pillars and the roof as well, you do have the nice suede material covering everything. All right, now over on the center console area back here, you have your two cup holders, more chrome trimming, you have your heated seat controls, vents back here, and USB ports. All right, let's head to the front and see if anything is different compared to the rear. Now, the only thing right off the bat that you do notice is a ton more space down here with 2 water bottle spot areas and a massive speaker down here. Oh, and one other thing, you do have the nice Denali Ultimate badging as well. Then just your typical window controls, side mirror controls, and your driver memory seat controls. Now, as for the front seats, these are just like the rear seats, very nice and comfortable. All of the details are just stunning. I'm typically not a huge fan of brown interior, but on this, man, it looks very good. And the only difference from the rear seats to the front seats is that you do have the badging right here and on that seat as well. And the front seats not only come heated, but also ventilated, and you have like this mini massage feature within the seats. And if you come around to the side here, here are all of your controls for the seats, and this button right here activates that massage feature. And then down here you have this beautiful chrome and black Denali Ultimate door sill piece. Underneath you just got your pedals, and then here is your hood latch release. Moving further up, you have your electronic parking brake, all of your different modes here, so your auto, 2 high, 4 high, all that good stuff. Your trailering ones, you got your lights here, the bed light at the top, the cluster dimmers, and then your exterior lights. And even up by the venting area here, you have this gloss black trimming with the chrome trimming and this beautiful trimming that you will notice throughout the whole interior, along with the wood trimming. This also has the heads-up display, so the controls are here, and the steering wheel does come power adjustable. Also, I just want to show you quickly on the digital cluster area, when I do open up the door, you have the nice Denali that shows up, and then when I close the door is this very cool looking animation that plays on the touchscreen as well. And then you have that same map that you saw on the seat. Very cool animations. All right, entering inside, on your dashboard, you do have the hard material that kind of looks like the soft touch, but it's hard material. You have the contrast stitching and piping. You got the speaker on the pillar in the corner there, in the center there, and 2 more over there. Plus, this has my favorite thing, which is the heads-up display. How nice is that? And then you get into this very stunning looking 12.3-inch fully digital cluster area. I love all of the details, the designing, everything on this, and you can view all sorts of different information. And to view all of that, it's controlled through here. So if I just press down on the scroll wheel or scroll down, as you can see, ton of information. Even if I press the left or right buttons, I can scroll through all of this. If I go in settings and go to the left side and click into this, I can view even more things within this and on the other side. So customization wise, this is fantastic. As for the steering wheel, you've got the soft touch material, more of the nice stitching there, and even the Denali badging, the aluminum here, and more of that beautiful texture trimming I've shown you just on the dashboard by the vent. And you will notice this little guy here and this here. This is for your hands-free feature. And this one will monitor the driver for being drowsy or anything like that. By the way, the steering wheel does come heated, which is a bonus. And on the left side here, you will notice all of your cruise control settings, follow distance, and this is to activate your super cruise, as you can see right there. And then the other side here, you have all of your cluster controls, the phone controls, and then the Bluetooth controls. And behind the steering wheel, you do have paddle shifters. And then further back here, you do have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. All right, now on the center armrest area here, more soft touch material, more contrast stitching, but then you have this centerpiece that kind of has like this perforated section. And opening this up, you do have this tray with multiple sections, which can be popped out just like that. And in here, you have a decent amount of storage space, plus 2 USB ports, and you have an outlet in here. Right here is your wireless phone charger. And before I touch on everything here, I just want to touch on this, more contrast stitching here, and then on the side, you have some storage space, and you'll notice this on the passenger side as well. Now on the console itself, you have your handy dandy shifter, your trailer brake controller, more space here, more cup holders with more of the aluminum trimming, and more storage space. And then you move into all of this stuff here. So you have your engine start stop button here, all of your different heating and cooling temperature controls, including your vented seats, heated seats, and your heated steering wheel. Same thing for the passenger side. And then more controls down here. So here you're gonna find your lane keep, your park assist, auto start stop, your tailgate button, hazards, traction control, and then the hill descent control. All right, well, then you get into this stunning 13.4-inch touchscreen. Again, just like the digital cluster area, I love all of the details on this. And you have like this mini screen off to the right, which you can view different things as well. So you have page number 1 here, and then you have the second page right here. So let's go to the first page here and go under audio. So here you're gonna find things like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, news, and USB. And then if I head back, you also have your maps, which is your Google Maps built in. You also got your phone section and then your camera. So like I was mentioning, this has cameras all around. Right now I am facing the front camera, and then here's how I go to the rear camera. Here is the top bird's eye view for the rear, and same thing for the front. Here are the side cameras. This is facing the front and this is facing the rear. There's also the hitch camera here. And then if I go back into this one here, I can also see a bird's eye view of the top. And clicking this little arrow here, here is the bed camera. Now let's exit out of here. There's also Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay in this. And you also have this trailering section, which is going to have all of your trailering information that you want to go ahead and utilize. So adding in your trailer, guest trailer, accessories, and whatnot. And then heading back, there's also the climate section. So you can either control it down here or on the screen itself. And let's head back again. You also got the settings. Now this is your typical settings on any vehicle pretty much. But yeah, you can fine tune all of this to your liking. And then you have Wi-Fi hotspot, My GMC, and news. Now moving to the little screen here. Here you can see I can flick through all sorts of different things, and yeah, I can view whatever I want on either or. All right, up here is your mirror obviously, but it's also a digital rear view mirror. And moving further up, you have all of your garage controls, interior light controls, your sunroof controls, rear power sliding window control, SOS, OnStar, and all of that good stuff. And here's what the key fob looks like for the Denali Ultimate, just your typical GMC key. All right, let me show you around on the passenger side here, because the dashboard is pretty neat. Not only do you have this massive panel with more of that beautiful wood trimming and the nice engraving that you saw everywhere, but you can also open this section up, kind of like your hidden compartment area. And down here, you also have your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this Denali Ultimate. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this truck.